everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys would like to see a tutorial using these extra long stiletto tips. They are mega long, and you guys say yes, so I decided to record it, guys. So for today, I'm going to be using these long stiletto tips. I bought them on the AttitudeShop.com, and it was like 120 tips of these for, I think it was like $11, I think. I'm not sure. But you can go on the website, take a look, and see how much they cost. These are the type of tips that I use with my red iguana hand because they're perfect, to be honest. And what I'm doing here is I try to put it on my nail with glue, but you guys will see how that didn't work. I don't know why, but the glue didn't work to stick these tips on my nails. Maybe because they were so heavy. I still don't know why it didn't work. So you guys gonna see me here trying to use the glue to put it on my nails, and then I realized that that thing is not going anywhere. So I decided to use a base coat to put it in the light, and then that's how I stick my tip on my nail. Like you do those 1 to 3 nails from Nail Couture. So that's pretty much what I did. See how here I'm pressing to see if it's gonna stick, but it really didn't work, guys. So I have to go with the UV light and the base coat. The base coat that I use, it is the one from Nail Couture, which is pretty much for doing this, to stick the tip on your finger, like to use it as a glue as well. So you guys can see that I'm holding, and it's still going nowhere. You guys will see me remove it in a second. And I was so surprised that it was not working, so I grabbed my UV light and cured it in the lamp. And this UV light, I got it from Amazon. It is from the brand Jellish, and I love it. So the next thing I do is I try to blend in the smile line of the tip with my natural nail. And of course, I'm doing this at a very low speed because I don't want to damage my natural nail, right? So I'm using a sanding band, very fine here, and I'm just trying to blend in the corners and also the smile line. So now I'm going to put the primer, and this primer is from Nail Couture, and I also will be using the Young Nails Bond Aid product that pretty much is good to adhere the acrylic on your nail, make everything secure, which you guys will see in a second. And for today's video, I'm going to be using acrylic powder, and oh, it's called protein bone. And I'm going to use acrylic powders, but these acrylic powders are from a brand that I was subscribed to their subscription box. I was subscribed for about 6 months, and then I stopped the subscription box. But I did got some acrylics and I wanted to try it to see how it works. This is the brand name, which is called Glitz Accessories and Such. And I will be using the monomer liquid from Young Nails because this brand don't have monomer. And I purchased 3 different colors. These 3 colors pretty much are mango. This is mango. It's like a beautiful kind of like a tanning color. You look how it's not orange, it's not yellow. I would say it's like a more pastel yellow. And this one is yellow sun, and this one is more like I would say like a very light yellow. Beautiful, and the jar is very decent. It has a lot of acrylic powder in it. And the last one was this one, which is a neon orange, and this one, it's one of my favorite colors, of course. It's like a color of like the red mixed with a little bit of pinkish. Pretty much to imitate the sunset, the colors of the sunset. I'm pretty much sure you guys have seen that happen. When the sun goes down, it looks beautiful. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do for this video. So I'm gonna put my buffer and I'm gonna buff all the shiny from my nail tips. And these tips, I have to say, these tips are crazy. I will not wear these tips for like a normal regular day or even for anything else because it's hard to do anything with these tips. They are so long, and once you put the acrylic, you will feel them very, very heavy on your nails. I mean, they're cool, they're fine, they're cute and everything for playing, for doing show nails, for maybe Halloween, maybe, but not for a daily thing. They're too much, okay? They're too much. But I did have fun doing these nails. And what I'm doing here, I'm just filing the tip, making sure I have that perfect stiletto shape. And once I'm done, of course, I will clean that dust away. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite brushes, which is the Nut Polish in number 12. And I also will be using the Nut Polish in number 10. They are one of my favorite brushes. So now let's talk about these acrylics. So these acrylics, let me see how I put this. I was surprised with these acrylics. I was expecting something more thicker, something that it will give you times to work with, and it was just weird. Like only this color and the color which is like a light yellow, it was the same consistency. It was more of like a, I don't know how to tell you guys. It was more like a runny consistency, and I tried to remove the liquid out of my brush to make sure that, I was not putting too much liquid. It's not hard to work with. I will not say that. It is very easy to work the acrylic. I really like the pigmentation of the acrylic powder. The only thing is that it looks like I don't know, like when it comes to put the bead on the nail tip, it looks like you have to do it twice. Like you guys can see, like this color here, the next one, which is like a orangey light color, this one blends easily versus the red one. See that one? And the consistency, it's more like a watery, like water. But this one, look at this one, the yellow one. This one, I was shook. This one, it's like it was from a different brand or something, because this one was more like a thicker consistency, and to me it was a different consistency versus the red one, which is weird because it's the same brand. But maybe it has to do be with the colors. Like, how some neon colors, they may be different than the lighter colors or than the pastel colors, so that could be the reason why. But out of the three, I love the consistency of the yellow one, of the last color that I used, because it was more of acrylic that that's gonna work. It grabs really well the hair of the brush. You put it in place and it works beautifully. Versus the red one, that it was like very all over the place. Okay, you guys can see that I have to grab a smaller brush, and it was working way better with the smaller brush. So I'm gonna continue placing the acrylics in all of the nails, and I will get back to you guys when I'm done placing the acrylics. So at first I was trying to do a 3 ombre, but because the consistency of the acrylic in yellow color, light yellow, it was completely different than the other one. It was more thicker than this one, than these two, because these two are more like very thin, kind of like consistency. So I decided to keep using these two versus the other one. And what I'm doing is an ombre only with 2 colors, and I repeat the same thing in the other finger. And then on the middle finger, I only put the acrylic that has a thicker consistency that I really like. And now the acrylic is dry. So now the next thing to do is I'm gonna have to encapsulate. Sometimes this don't happen a lot, but when you are working with color acrylics, the majority of the time you have to encapsulate, because if you don't, when you file, you will be filing the color off. It happens sometimes. Sometimes the acrylic may be very good quality, that is not going to happen. I don't know if this is the case of this acrylic, but because of the consistency of the red, I decided to encapsulate. So I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate. I'm going to show you guys how I encapsulate with this nail, because I told you guys I was going to show you how I encapsulate. I will do another video also showing you more in details, but this is just a quick encapsulation here. I mean, it's quick because the video is fast, okay? And here I'm almost done with the encapsulation with this nail, and then this is how they look. So here I just encapsulate them all, and now I'm gonna start filing. With these big nails, you will have to file the size, making sure like on this size it is perfect, because it's a stiletto shape. So you got to make sure that it's a perfect in shape. And you guys can see how the colors didn't blend well because of the consistency of each color was different. So that's why I decided to stop using the yellow one. So here I'm just gonna file the size, and then you guys will see me using the electric file. This is the fine bead, which is one of my favorite, the extra fine one, to grab the cuticle area. I also use the 5-in-1 bead because I need it. And then I'm gonna do all that, and then I'm gonna move to the main design of the tutorial. So here I'm using different types of I Made a Beauty gel polish colors. You guys can see that. I also use a mix of some gel paint pots that I do have. I think I got it on eBay as well. The gel, you guys will see in a second. It's pretty much like a jar of gel. And then here, oh, and it was really cheap. It was like 18 of them for like $12 on eBay. I showed you guys on a whole video. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did. So let me talk about this because this is very exciting. So I'm not good at drawing things. I'm gonna admit that I'm not good. But when it comes to nails, I find, in my own opinion, if you want to draw like whatever you want to do, start with a pencil. And of course, the pencil is gonna work in a rough surface. Remember, I did file these nails, and but I didn't buffer this one because I wanted the surface to be um, very abstract. Is that how you call it? Like rough. So that way, when I use the pencil, you guys can see that I can erase, I can create a picture, whatever I want. So, and I found this picture on Google. It's pretty much a macaw. It's one of my favorite birds. They're so beautiful. And I'm gonna try to draw him in his branch. And then after that, after I finish doing my bird, I'm gonna go ahead and use the black color just to go over the lines, the outline of the bird. And I have a question for you guys. When you guys do nail art like this on your nail, like I'm gonna be very honest. I used to use acrylic paint and I never have problems with acrylic paint. Like with acrylic paint, the only bad thing is that you have to wait to dry in order to keep working. That's the only bad thing. Versus with gel polish, all you have to do is cure and then work on the whatever else you need to work on. But the advantage of acrylic paint is that it's not gonna get runny as gel polish. Gel polish, it may get runny, it may get expanded. Like that makes some sense. You guys will see what I'm talking about once I'm finished with this little birdie here. So I'm still using the gel polish from I Metal Beauty in black to do the outline of the macaw. You guys can see, and I'm using a Libra brush. I just love this brush. I got it from a Nail Boxy box, which is amazing. So I'm gonna continue doing the outline, guys. So here I'm just finishing the last part, which is the little branch, which is in color brownish color. And I don't know if you guys can see, but in the tail part, it's where I would say the gel kind of like got mixed with the other one, but it was not that much. So I did put some stickers on. I did have some flowers, some neon flowers. I put some coconut stickers around the macaw because they from the tropical, they're from the Caribbean, so that's what they eat. A lot of fruits, a lot of coconuts. They hang out in palm trees, mango trees, and stuff like that. And to finish this beautiful look, I'm gonna use in the top coat glossing it by Not Polish, and I would just put a generous amount in all of my nails, and then I will put in lamp for about 60 seconds. And that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys don't mind that it's long, but I did want to show you guys how I do the bird and the drawing and everything. So that's why this video is 26 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I will have all the description, all the details in the description box. We have a code for I Made a Beauty, and we also have a code for Moto Ones. So I will link all of that in the description box. It will take money out of your purchase, okay? So like I said, I just cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then the look will be done. If you guys have any suggestion, any comments, leave it in the comment section. I will be reading them. And thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not a subscribe, please subscribe to my channel. I have more videos coming, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.